different components and then system. Each component you make them into a system, and then different system you combine it into a complete automobile, whether car or two-wheeler. Okay, so like in the bottom you can see Toyota, Ford, Honda, all these car makers, and they are not just one company that can do everything, but so many around 15,000 companies in Taiwan alone does all these things for all these automobiles. And this is for the four-wheeler, meaning the cars. Okay. And after that, you have the system integration. You make the cars, and you have to distribute the car. You have to sell the car. Okay. So from the automobile parts, and maybe more from the raw materials, and all the way to the cars you drive to your house, or the scooter you ride. It's a long industry. And this is for the four-wheelers. And my company in Taiwan, this red bracket, my company is called Santec, Taiwan Xintong. We're doing this 净排气系统, means exhaust and exhaust system for how many of you rides a motorcycle or scooter? I think everyone, right? Okay, so everyone, all of your scooter has a part from us, definitely, because we are the #1 in Taiwan. So it is like the air cleaner parts or the catalyst inside your exhaust pipe. Along with this. So my company, we are Santec E&E. We are based in Taoyuan in a long time, and currently our revenue is about $53 million USD. Not a very big company, but we are the largest in Taiwan, and we are the largest in India for making our parts. So we are an international company. We have plants. We have 3 plants in Taiwan. We have 2 plants in Vietnam, 1 plant in China, and 3 plants in India, and we're making 1 new plant in Thailand. Okay. And then, of course, a couple of other R&D centers and sales offices. So these are all our clients. So from two-wheelers like Gogoro, how many rides a Gogoro? Only 1? Only 1? I thought it's very popular among students. I have a Gogoro too. But every month I ride about 5 kilometers. I just ride it and to buy the And some of the brands maybe you might not know, like Hero, maybe Harley Davidson. Do you know Harley? Okay. And BMW, you know they also make two-wheelers, motorcycle. Have you seen a BMW motorcycle?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So other big brands, Piaggio, and some Indian brands like Hero, TVS. So this is what we do. Okay. Actually, this is a cutout from a BMW motorcycle that we manufacture. So from here, we make the carbon canister, which what it does is there are some fumes from your gas tank. You'll see. Okay, so we need to collect them. We need to collect those fumes and then put it back to the engine for its use. So this is good for the air you breathe. Okay, and also the air cleaner is because the engine needs fresh air without any contamination. We need to filter the air first and let the fresh air go into the engine, so the engine has a higher performance. Okay, so we make an air cleaner also. And also connecting this air cleaner to the engine is some rubber parts. So we also have our own rubber parts manufacturing line. And afterwards you have the exhaust pipe. Okay, so in the exhaust pipe there's also our product is the catalyst, which can capture some bad chemicals. Okay, some chemicals that exhaust from the engine as to exhaust the clean air. Now it's a Euro 6. It's a very high regulation, high standard, very high standard. So you can see all our products are suited around one thing, is the engine. Engine is an internal combustion engine, which means it's using gasoline as its fuel to motors. So we clean all the air that comes out or the air that goes in. This is what our company do. So, but if you were in my last class, I talked about my experience in India. At that time, I was making tires. Okay, I was in the tire company. So actually, I'm still in the same industry, just a different parts. Okay. So, but now, as I mentioned, all of these products we are currently, our major products are suited around this one thing. It's called the internal combustion engine. But now it's the way we are moving is electrifying. You see a lot of Googles, you see a lot of Teslas. Okay, so people are gradually moving into the EV. Okay, but do you know EV and the internal combustion engine, which comes out first in the world? We don't feel that like EV is a new technology. Right? So everyone's going to buy a Tesla. It's very flashy, shiny, and everything. But who can tell me maybe how many years before, or who can tell me which one comes out first? The electric vehicle or the internal combustion engine? The electric vehicle, since I asked, right? Yes, actually, the first electrical vehicle is designed by a French gentleman in 1881. But the first car is introduced in 1885 by Mercedes-Benz. Okay, so actually, electric vehicle has been introduced into the world way before this, and even way before that is the motor, the electric motor. Okay, so in the EV world, what we are seeing is like this. In the entire world, all the EVs, 57% of all the EVs are made and sold in China, in one country only, which is China. Maybe recently you have heard about some news like Xiaomi. Xiaomi, they are making their electric cars. Okay. And who else? And of course, like BYD, right? They are the top player now. They beat Tesla in the number of electric vehicle sales in the world. And even Toyota has to work with BYD to develop new electric vehicles. So the world is shifting into this space, the EV space. And you can see some figures here. The one thing we will monitor always in our industry is the car registration. Which means how many cars were sold in a year. These are the government data. Okay. So you can see from 2018 to 2022, it almost times 5 times the sales of all the EVs. And all these EVs, 57% of them are sold in one market, in China. China is the single largest automobile market in the world. And it has surpassed US to be the #1, I think in 2015 or 16. Now it is the single largest. And for the electric car sales, you can see from 2010 to 2023, it has increased so much that we cannot neglect the trend it's coming from. So what is the impact to us? Like you can see in the left side, this is all the parts for traditional, or you can say internal combustion engine. Roughly there are about 200,000 parts. 200,000 parts. Okay, for internal combustion engine. But a lot of parts, they are shared similar. Like the traditional car, you need a tire. EV, you also need a tire. Traditional car, you need a brake. The brake system, you need the steering wheel. All these EVs also need. But the biggest difference is in the engine. So in engine, our trade term is called the drivetrain. The drivetrain parts is a 2,000 parts vs 200 parts. So originally there are 2,000 parts for a traditional engine and related all the related like the product you see from our company. But in the EV space, our products is non-existent. Okay, it's a huge impact for my company because without engine, all our product is of no use. We don't need to process any air for the electric motor, and there's no gas, no fume coming out from the motor. There's no exhaust. We don't need the catalyst. The catalyst is very expensive part for a car because it contains a lot of rare metals. And for one car, maybe it costs around 10,000, 15,000, and it's very precious. And a lot of people steal them. If they steal it and they resell it, they can still make a big profit. But that is non-existent in the EV. So here comes the problem. It's a kind of long, but try to read through it. So basically, for my company, we make parts for the traditional engines. We clean the air, we process the air, it comes out. But in the next phase, if all the EV, the trend for the EV is going to be greater and greater, our market share of our products, our revenue is going to shrink very soon. So for a company like us, what do you think in this time we should do? Okay, so there are two questions. So compare these two ways. So first question is, what do you think about these two types of commuting equipment or just two types of cars? Okay, is it really clean? Do you think we should worry about this problem? This is the first question. Okay, actually the question is like, we are doing engine parts. Do you think we should worry about this question? Do you think we should take precaution? And second is, if we should, then what should we do? Okay, so you can ask me anything about my company. You can ask me about what are R&D capabilities or anything, any questions you have regarding our company. You can all fire away, and I'll try to answer you. And we will have about 1 hour for discussion. We'll have till 5 p.m. Okay, 4 to 5 p.m. is for discussion and to present your solution. Okay, so are there any questions now? Currently, regarding the industry or regarding my company or regarding the product we're currently making?
I have sent the question also into the line group so you can read. You wanted to read that from your cellular phone?
Yeah.
And some questions from last week. The internet access here is not too stable. So for today, I will advise you to use only poster and pen. All right, for the next 2 cycles, okay, it's always the graduates who come here for 1 week. And then the week after will be all online. So you have a lot of opportunities to try everything with PowerPoint, slides, or Canva. So for today, and maybe for the final, okay? So the next 2 topics will be all randomly assigning your group members, but I wanted to do this for the very last round. I'm telling you everything that's going to happen in 6 weeks, okay? And believe me, guys, there are only 6 more weeks before the end of the semester, okay? So lastly, next round, when we are having the final round, I will be asking Roxanne to choose. So we do it the other way around, okay? I'm hoping you can have your dream team. Dream team members sometimes doesn't come, right? Eric disappeared. He told me he had some visa to apply for, okay? So this happens all the time. Sometimes your colleagues just disappear, okay? So today they are with you. So any further questions? I just wanted to let you guys know, I don't know anything about these. The only thing I know was last weekend I went to maintain my car. It cost me almost 1 month's salary. 4 brakes. Okay, I was really lucky. I didn't really get rid of my tires. Tires would be very expensive. What else? Some oil change. Oh, the wipers are broke. Okay, so I was asking Gary on the way here, if I'm getting an EV, a new e-car, would anything be different? And he's simply telling me the bad news. No. Okay, so you're having A or B. So today, I think the question will be a little bit more complicated. So I will be going around giving you posters. For each table, I will give you 2 and some pen. And I'm so sorry. These are the comments from long time ago. Finally, I have the chance to come back here, so I will give it to you, right? Without any further ado, any further questions regarding? And I know this is good or bad. I'm very lucky I have our teacher, Shane, joining us for the final. So you have someone who doesn't really know you, and he or she will be here, plus Annie. Okay, so we are pretty lucky. Wendy will be here next week. So for my job right now, I'm just like a driver. The reason why I'm not putting up everything. And then Nicole finally will have a chance. And I'm still hoping, okay? She told me her schedule for June will be out on the 20th. So hopefully, if she can be somewhere, okay, she might be able to join us for a very, very last year online. So we have everything. So your boss will be one day traveling around, okay? And then just listen to it. Too bad we didn't have too much time to like catch up otherwise. Okay. Gary is my very, very first class of conversation student, 21 years ago. And Wendy is the other class, so you guys will be seeing that, right? Anything else? Maybe you will have questions later when you are discussing. So we too will be joining you. So we will go to table from tables. We won't provide answers, so today is basically just leaving to you. Okay, and guys, I wanted to give you your final possible scores, but I'm needing some time. I just simply want you to know, right now, by now, the lowest 全班最低分 is 89. So I wanted to cut some points away. Too high. Okay? I have a lot of pressure from our teachers. Everybody going around, 大家知道我们系上没有什么秘密吗？ Because like student number, everybody can see. 同学们知道选课的总人数是看得到。So if you see a teacher who's only 10, 11, he or she is really mean or demanding. If you see somebody with 89, 90 something, we knew what happened, right? So same thing with the total scores. But for electives, we can be very flexible. For required, it's going to be a little bit mean. 必修课的话，平均都是88. We have to control. Okay? A lot of people argue. I just heard last week, one student's parents came into the office and argued why my son's score is so low. Okay? Your parents sometimes are really bad. They have a lot of free time. So any further questions before we let you go? Yes. Okay. Very good question. Can you read the question? Yeah. First question here. I didn't read it.
I was asking.
Gary's
companies, their marketing.
Oh, marketing department. Okay, right. Second question.
How much is the budget? I mean, how much the budget has budget?
Okay, for the marketing budget. Okay. Very first answer, very straightforward. It's no. We don't have marketing. The reason is why? Because you see our products, we are making automobile parts. So who do you think is our client? Car manufacturers, right? Automobile manufacturers, yes. So what we are doing is so-called B2B, business to business. We are not into B2C. In my previous company, when we are making tires, we have B2B, we sell to car manufacturers, and we also have B2C, we sell to end users. like every month we need to change our tire. So you see a lot of marketing budget like Michelin. Every year they have a Michelin star. Michelin is actually a tire company. You all know. Yeah. And all those tire company, we do make marketing. We have marketing budget. We make marketing efforts to communicate to the end customers. But in our line of business, there's no really need for this. All we need is to get, you see all our clients, get our clients in line. Whenever they have a new car that's coming out, new vehicle coming out, all these clients, we need to grasp them very tightly, okay, for them to choose our products. We also have many competitors in the world, not in Taiwan, but in the world.
What's the way to connect them? To connect
So actually, we normally in if you do B2C, you have a separate marketing department and a sales department. They have two different teams. Marketing department for previously I was in charge of both in the previous company. So what does the marketing department do? Marketing department, they first of all they mainly do market research. They collect market data like what does end customer what do they need, what kind of product they need, what their preferences are. Second, and they need to hire. We need to hire many like research institutions or companies to help us to do like focus group or do some use some methodologies to collect those data. This is a market research department in the marketing. And second is market communication. Okay, communication means all the ads, TV ads, all the promotional stuff, all these TV ads, commercials, and everything. I mean, how do you communicate to your end customer? This is a separate team. One is doing the research, one is doing the communication. So in the marketing department, we're doing those. But in the sales department, like currently in my company, we only have the sales department. Each company we assign one single sales team. Maybe one person, or with one with the assistant, and on the side, or maybe a couple companies with one sales rep. The sales team have to cater to all the needs for these customers. Okay, so whether they're what all the information they have to they have to also do market research, but their target is these customers. So the sales team, they need to consolidate a report every month, like what our clients they are doing. Okay. Like maybe Harley, they are the big motorcycle, but now they are making EV also. And what is their model? What can we do in that model? How much percentage of the share they're going to produce in the future are EVs? All these data we are collecting. So from our sales team, which interact with them daily on daily basis. Very good question.
and how about the budget?
No budget. No. Or you can say unlimited budget, whenever we need. Because we need to make calls, we need to make visits. So they're around the world. We need to fly to US, Europe, ATM, they said. Many companies are in Europe, BMW, Germany, India, China, all over the world. They have a lot of travel budgets, and some the entertainment budget. You need to take your client out for dinner or something like that, but it's not much.
Do you have partner companies that have these amounts?
Yeah, very good question. I think in the previously, where the internet age is not come yet, a lot of people have to do trading through trading companies. There's a lot of trading firms that take a product from this country and sell them to other countries. And a lot of Taiwanese companies at that time they don't have their own international sales. They cannot make the sales abroad by themselves. So a lot of trading companies are there.